This space used to be the sisters' laundry room, and then for a period of time it was the weight room, and most recently it came to us whenever we got funding to put in a STEM lab, and it's a nice, perfect space. It's very large. It has enough space for us to put work tables in. We are going to start offering a pre-engineering course starting in fall of 2015. There is going to be a focus on STEM sort of projects that involve science, technology, engineering, and math, but not as individual entities, looking for the cross sections between those disciplines, because that's where the real strength in them is finding how does this science problem relate to this math problem, how do these problems all relate whenever we look for an engineering solution to some of the questions they pose. This space is intended for students to be able to brainstorm and do that. We've been doing STEM for a very long time. Since before the acronym existed, we've had this idea of looking for these intersections and really pulling technology and integrating it in as a tool. This space will allow us to further expand that and to pull more individuals in and to look deeper into these facets and look for more things that we can do.
To me, I think it's been really great as a place that you can just come and basically do whatever you think that you can.
It was really exciting to get a space just to work on STEM projects, and like we always had a problem with space and like trying to keep everyone's things separate from one another's.
Previously, I was really interested in technology, but I never really had a place where I could just go and explore it. And now because of the STEM lab, I've been able to pretty much explore whatever aspect of technology that I've wanted to.
The space has allowed us to do things that we weren't able to do in a classroom. Lots of these pieces of equipment require extra power sources that are not available in a normal classroom, venting, ventilation, and things like that that are not available in a normal classroom, as well as the noise that it creates is not conducive to a normal classroom hallway environment. So this has been a great space where the girls are going to get together and create.
I worked on a 3D model of our school. It was really cool. I can definitely see the campus from a different perspective, like looking at the architecture, because I had to really look into that to do the 3D model. It's a new challenge to try to tackle something you've never tackled before, and I think that there's a lot of opportunity to just explore the different things out there and the different technologies.
I started off working on these little things called Arduinos, which are basically like microcontrollers, so you can program them to do different things. And I really enjoyed working with speakers and making them play different music. So I programmed an Arduino to play my marching band show. So that was a really fun project. And then I also really enjoyed working with the robotics team because it was so new to me. You kind of have to dive in and do it. There are things that you're intimidated about. Like, I'd never worked with power tools or tools in general at all. And so it's kind of scary at first because you're like, I can't use a hammer. And then you just dive in and do it, and then you figure out that it's not as hard as it seems. And robotics in general, not as hard as it seems. So it's kind of a thing where if you dive in and do it, you'll be really surprised at what you can do. I think, especially with robotics, it's all about creativity. And that's basically what technology is. It's people being creative and making these new inventions and finding different ways to do different things. It's a lot about creativity.
Our teachers definitely push us to find the problem on our own, not rely on other people. So I've learned like the step-by-step guide to figure out what to do if I get stuck, to unstick myself.
In the past, you had your textbook and you read through your textbook and you did the best you could, but now, I mean, everything, every answer, every problem is just a Google search away from learning. And, obviously we're here to help people, we're here to facilitate, but you start with the Google search and you can learn so much, like doing your own debugging, and you can just move forward from there rather than being like, I don't understand. Well, there are no resources, and that's so much better.
Anything that you think you can do, they pretty much let you. It's been awesome.
Having a space where all girls can work together with other young women and really expand and just play with their creativity in a place that they know it's okay to make mistakes, that it's okay to try something new and not have to worry about pressure. It's one of the things that can really help them start exploring, and if nothing else, spark their interest in a STEM field they might not have considered beforehand.
Honestly, I think so many people think that girls in general, there are a lot of things they can't do, and I guess we're just here to prove them wrong.